eyes, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the
All right, GM. Hey everyone. Hey Josh. Hi Luis. Good to see you here. And I'm not even gonna ask you if you miss me because it hasn't been a week yet. we broke our tradition, guys. I'm really sorry. Only this time the Inference episode number 12 already. Only this time it's on Wednesday instead of our traditional Friday morning. But yeah, just this one time. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing? How's your mood? Again, I really like to ask this from 1 to 10.
We're doing really well, apart from what Bitcoin is doing, which is really distracting. Bitcoin,
Yeah.
just because it creates so much noise. Yeah, everybody's got Bitcoin. Everyone's bought Bitcoin. Whether you're into altcoins or not doesn't matter. But everyone has Bitcoin, right? And so when Bitcoin
Even
does
me.
what it does, well, everybody does, right? It's the universal crypto, right? So
Yeah.
when it's down, things get quite noisy. But apart from that little sour note in the day, things are really good. We've had a really good week. We've got a lot that is shipping now and some stuff that is coming later in the week. So very, very exciting.
Woohoo. What about you, Luis?
For me, Vibe is good right now. We've been building a lot recently, and this week we are getting close to the release date, which is always incredible. I love it. I love it. I love release days. Sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes Tuesdays and Thursdays. And this week is actually Thursday. So looking forward for tomorrow.
Goosebumps on my skin.
Yeah, and this one actually is a pretty big one. So it gives you goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps, 100%.
Woohoo. Wow, a big one. Yeah, it's I mean, Warden is shipping every week pretty much. Like every week something is going on. But yeah, but this one is big one, guys. This is the alpha right here. This is the alpha. So I guess today we'll keep it a little bit shorter, nice, sweet, short. And just to get it started, just to, warm up, I have a very short, fun segment for you guys. It's called Founder's Hot Seat. So for this one, I'm just gonna ask you like a quick round of questions, and you get like up to, let's say, 1 minute to answer. But the shorter, the better, of course. So are you ready for this?
Game on.
Let's go. All right. Josh, we'll start from you. So the question for you is, what's the last thing you learned that genuinely surprised you?
Wow. The last thing I learned that genuinely surprised me. I'm going to go back to the theme of vibe coding here, because I am probably the least technical person in the team. I think it's fair to say. I can pull out my kind of I was stupid lawyer card from my jacket at any time, because I'm not a technical person by background, but I have been consistently over the last year learning to vibe code and then take that code and actually do stuff with it. And code for me for my entire life has been gobbledygook. I've just not understood it. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just unintelligible, right? Whereas the whole vibe coding experience has given me a new skill set, a new understanding, a new appreciation actually for coding. And learning something from scratch when you get older is not something you do often, but it's something that I wanted to try and really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Maybe we'll even see you vibe coding on some sessions.
It'd be very embarrassing, but I'll do anything. I'll do anything once.
I've seen Josh. I've seen Josh vibe coding actually, and I think a lot of the audience have tried some of Josh vibe coding actually. There was one game inside Warden that was vibe coded by Josh back in the day.
Mystery.
I guess I missed that one. Oh my god. Yeah, I wish I could see. Josh, you will have to repeat that success.
Well, it's still in the app. It's still in the app.
Ah,
So one
it's
of the
still.
games that people are playing is vibe coded. Yeah, by me.
Oh.
So we'll just leave the air of mystery there. Yeah.
That
Alright.
was our technical contribution, actually.
All right. Let's leave it for the next time. And Luis, and a question for you. If you couldn't work for some reason, in crypto AI, what industry would you be in?
I think it would still be on tech, probably. Have a background in like
Mhm.
mobile industry before, or maybe in music. That's something
Mm,
I always liked, making
wow.
music. I like the mixture of both, actually. Like tech, musical toys, synths,
Mhm.
boxes, all of those things, samplers. Maybe I would try on that path.
Interesting that. Josh, quick one for you. Coffee or energy drinks? What keeps you energized?
Always coffee. Relentlessly coffee. Never been a fan of energy drinks, but give me a coffee, a short one, a long one, an iced one.
Nice.
Iced coffee always.
Iced
100%.
coffee. Yeah. Iced coffee's a
Cool.
winner.
Coffee tea.
Even if minus 10 degrees on the street, iced coffee. You remember on a previous job I had, I went walking every morning, and I always in winter came in 7 a.m. and it was like, iced coffee, please. And it was like,
Wow.
really? Like, it's like with your jacket, your gloves, your scarf, everything, iced coffee. Like, people didn't understand it, but it's
Yeah, I mean,
my waking up
I
to
wouldn't understand. Usually Polish people are fans of iced coffee and ice cream in winter.
ice cream also, it's all season for me.
Oh my God. All right. To wrap this up, Josh, what time do you typically start working and when do you stop? I mean, I don't even know how to ask this because I can imagine, but overall.
Good question. Usually, I would say when my kids wake me up at some ungodly hour, I will start thinking and start responding to messages and understanding what's going on, and then try and be in my seat at about 8:30. But the beauty of what we do, the way that we built Warden, is that remote first. If you've got a
Yeah.
phone, if you've got a laptop, you can do your work, right? So
Yeah.
8:30 for me is the sweet spot to be bum on seat in front of my computer,
Mm-hmm.
getting stuff done. When do I finish? Depends. Depends on many things. Depends on many things.
Yeah. As was it Kanye who said, "I guess we'll never know." So.
I guess we'll never know. Yeah, every day's a surprise.
Yeah. And Luis, for you, if you had to switch roles with one of your co-founders, would you handle that?
I would do it with Antonio, probably. Would love to learn how to code, and I will eat pizza, which I like. So he loves pasta, pizza, defending Italian cuisine, always. So probably with him for a couple of hours, actually.
Nice. No, that's really that's a good one. You know what? I don't know how about you, but I really like this hot seat segment. I would repeat it for our next live
Bring it on.
stream. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
would be great. All right. So since we're keeping it short, I guess that we can hop to the pulse section
Let's do
if
it.
we are ready. Let's
do
go.
it. Producer, you know what to do. Or does he?
All
Excellent.
right. So,
Excellent.
what's happening? Like, even on my timeline, I've seen some crazy things happening.
Yeah, you know what? The thing with the pulse is it's hard to choose. And I try and choose three things. We've got so many things we can choose from, right?
Yes.
Because
yes.
so much is happening week on week. It's a mad time to be even involved in the AI space right now. But I'll pick out a few little gems that I've seen. The first thing that caught my mind was Crypto.com's purchase of AI.com, $70 million purchase of this domain, right? And
Yeah.
these guys have a track record of this. They bought crypto.com, which is probably one of the most visited crypto-related websites in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought AI.com to make a statement as well. And so they did a big advertisement for it at the Super Bowl. They crashed the site. They didn't have the right
Mm-hmm.
Cloudflare, I think, subscription to be able to handle all the traffic that they were getting. But it's a bold move. I mean, spending $70 million on a domain.
Yeah,
They've got to
that's
have a big
insane.
plan behind it, right? And so I signed up. I went to this thing. I claimed my handle. So it's ai.com / whatever your personal handle is. And it's actually quite a cool idea. We've got to see what they're really going to do with this. But what they say this will become is a personalized agent that is given a name, that maybe has an avatar, at least it looks like it will, that has, and this is the pros and the cons, that has access to your email, that has access to other apps that you use, and is able to accompany you throughout your day in a
Like your
personalized
assistant.
way. Yeah, exactly. And what the full scope of what this agent can do for you, TBC, we don't yet know. But it certainly seems like AI.com are trying to be somewhere in between a ChatGPT meets a Claude Cowork meets something else much more personalized. It's an interesting play. We'll see. But 70 mil on a domain is...
Do you know what he said, Chris? I've actually read this morning about it, that he was bidding with another guy, and the other guy would have offered him straight away after he won the bid 500 mil for the domain. And he said no. And he would have paid, I think he said, 2 bill for the domain or something like that. I just remember it was like a brutal thing. Like, he had so much conviction, he would pay for it. Now the problem is what happens in languages which AI is not AI, it's IA or other, right? Like English is not the most spoken language in the world.
True that. Like, I learned, my boyfriend is French, and I was just like, I remember that I opened like a French article, and I was like, what is like IA? And he's like, that's how we say in France, like just vice versa, backwards. And I'm like, what?
And then there's another thing. The way we explore the internet, we search, has changed brutally. Like, very little people go now and put a domain in a URL or search in Google. Like, it's evolving. You've got OpenAI, you've got Warden, you've got Cloud, you've got Perplexity, which does that great. People are searching more and more through agents rather than going directly into websites. So I'm not sure if, right now it's a big marketing move, very bold, actually. But if in the long term it will pay out, I don't know.
Bold, definitely bold.
Yeah.
Very, very bold. So on the topic of bold, Runway, we've all, I'm sure, dabbled with it. We've played with it. We've made little clips with it. These guys have raised $315 million, what a crazy valuation, 5.3, to what they say is pre-train the next generation of world models and bring these to new products and industries. It shows that the trend for AI video generation is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this, when I saw this, it reminded me of the ByteDance AI model, Seed Dance, that was released earlier this week. It's producing incredible results. And I know some founders are getting a little bit of heat from it right now. Because it's a Chinese company, and Chinese consumers.
So all of those videos that are popping out come from that model.
Yeah, that's Seed Dance.
Yeah, it's all over the
they're very
timeline.
well done, right? Like, if you look at that, it's scary.
And I thought what was so interesting, I should have brought it up on the screen, was if you look at the year-on-year improvement in the the very memed Will Smith eats pasta AI video. If you think about it, 3-4 years ago, Will Smith eating pasta was a pretty scary thing. It looked terrifying, but now it looks incredible. And even I think Seed Dance did their own version of it, and it looks absolutely perfect. So
we should do this for the next time. We should do the comparison and bring up like first AI video and what's happening now and compare, that would be mind blowing.
Mind blowing. Yeah, but I think it's just going to get bigger and better. And at this point,
So
people
next
doing
week we will
feature
not be
films,
sitting
it's
here,
going to be
right?
incredible.
Next week it will be our avatars, probably. Our voice, our
Could
face.
be. I'm still worried about Hollywood actors. Like, what's gonna happen to them? What's gonna happen to all these celebrities? Like, people
I
are
think maybe
already using their avatars, and
but maybe
their
it's better for them,
faces.
right? Like they've got their IP about their personal brand, and it can last
Mm.
an eternity, right? Like you don't get old,
Yeah.
you don't get outdated. If people get used to you, I mean, the problem is for the newer generations, I think, of actors, which can be substituted directly by
Yes.
the everlasting. Yeah, like that. That's brutal, right? If you compare, and it is an image, but if you see the videos on the comparison, it's brutal in 5 years.
Yeah.
Where we got it.
Oh my
Incredible.
god. I don't even think that I saw like the original one. I will have to watch that.
You got to Google it. It's
Oh
really good.
god, it looks ridiculous. The
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
one.
Well, moving to something a bit more sober and serious, and this is very, very cool.
Oh.
This robot has been around for a couple of years now, but the first
Mm.
patients in the UK have been getting cancer surgery, so bowel cancer surgery, using this incredible robot. And this robot that they use to now do these procedures is able to operate not autonomously with its own thinking, but it's able to navigate and do things on its own according to instructions that it's got. So
Wow.
previously, it was a robot that was being controlled by a surgeon. A surgeon was either at the end of a computer in the same place or even in another country. This robot is that good that you can have a surgeon somewhere else operating on
Insane.
you remotely. I mean, that on its own is nuts. But now this robot has been programmed with AI to do elements of the surgery on its own. So it's able to visualize, understand, and plot out a plan and execute that plan, cut out a piece of someone's bowel, right?
Wow.
It's absolutely incredible that we're getting to that point now where, with supervision, of course, doctors can let these robots do these things for you. And actually, I think if these robots get affordable and scalable, it's pretty incredible for anyone with any serious disease that needs operations.
Yeah, it's like in those sci-fi movies. Like soon, probably we will not even need, human doctors, if I can say
Well, that's
this.
what Elon said. I mean, Elon said this at Davos, and in one of his fireside chats, he said that within 3 years, AI will be operating on humans without doctors' assistance. Now,
3
he's
years.
quite, he's got a hell of
Yeah.
a reason to be bullish about this, as well as a hell of a track record behind this. He's always making these bold predictions about when humans are going to go to Mars or when we're going to do all these incredible things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he thinks 3 years. 3 years that we're going
Wow.
to see AI really meaningfully doing stuff on people.
I think that's where verification probably of the inferences makes a lot of sense, right? Like if you are a robot that has an LLM behind and it's making the next move, like how does articulate the robot those instructions to get verified? It's not a wrong output, right? And suddenly the robot makes something it shouldn't do, and I don't know, kills the patient or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of ethical questions pop up. Incredible amounts of ethical questions. So
Yeah,
that's the 3 for the week. That's the
Wow.
3 for the week. I've kept it short and sweet because I know we're having a shorter episode than usual.
Yeah. It just made me really like speechless. So I have to get back to reality, and I guess we just have to move on to the Warden news section, so I can have a breather.
Our producer needs.
There we go. All right. All right. So, one of the most important sections, or the most important section, Warden news. Warden news. What's new at Warden? I must confess that you guys and Warden team. So I've been in this space like since early 2021. I can't say that I've been like all over the space, but I've been working with multiple teams, and I've seen them handle different stages, of their development, going through TGs and everything, and a lot of them actually just went pretty quiet after big events and just like suddenly nothing was happening. But I see you are always working hard and making sure that there are new deliverables that are met, and new updates constantly, and again like hopping on live streams every single week. So this is just like a major respect to you guys. And first question is just like a simple general one. What is going on this week, since we're still in the middle of the week? What's going on right now, and what can we expect next?
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I
Great.
can give a quick update before we get into product on one thing that has been like a lot of the questions. Like when we set up the registration for the airdrop, we introduced this payment to prevent abuse on the bot side.
Mm-hmm.
And we said that everyone that wasn't eligible at the end will get refunded. That has
Mm-hmm.
happened now on all of the EVM sites. So everyone that was waiting for that, they get the same tokens. They pay the registration fee. If it's on
Amazing.
stablecoin or gas token, that's what they're getting back. So that should be with them right now. I think Solana is pending, but it would be done over the day. And there's another thing. We already, last week, the airdrop went live for the Great Pump Off campaign, which includes Warden app users plus Kaito. That went live, the very first thing. Those were the rewards allocated. And today we've distributed, or we are in the process with Wildchain, as we intended on the first week of trading, to provide the rewards. The only thing we changed, and that was the agreement we discussed with them, was, and actually it's always been like great collaboration between the Wildchain team and Warden. Super transparent, always said, hey, even when the Info5 thing happened a couple of months ago or 1 month ago, like, don't worry, we will support, we will be committed to the rewards we allocated. Let's find ways to move this forward. And that's what we were discussing over these weeks, like how we can do it in a way that is good for the Wildchain community, the community members that have been, or the quackers that have been supporting Warden, but as well is good for the ecosystem, which means doesn't mean on like selling pressure of the token. So we end up agreeing on rewarding on stablecoins. I think it's a win for everyone, and happy to provide that result. Well, not result, but that information that we've got right now, which is right now the assets are being sent to the Wildchain team, and they will distribute among their users. So happy to be delivering those things on the first week.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Do you have anything to add here, Josh?
Yeah, I think this week on the what's happening, we've got a pretty cool update, I think, for people that solves the what is Warden question. So, users log on, and depending what you're looking to do, you'll have your own impression of what Warden is. Some people are there to research, some people are there to trade, some people came because they saw the Betflix promotion. But the universal feedback we get from people is, I'm not entirely sure what Warden is, right? It's an app. Yeah, but it's a co-pilot, or are you trying to be a next-gen wallet, or are you trying to be this, this all-in-one interface? Give us a bit more guidance as to what we should be doing with Warden. Are we replacing MetaMask, with Warden, for example? So we've taken one really meaningful step this week that you'll see very, very soon in the UX of Warden. So what you get now when you log into Warden is a very clear feeling that this is a next generation agentic wallet. It's a wallet that does everything that all wallets do. Very soon it'll let you connect absolutely everywhere, take your Warden with you anywhere that you want to go. But within this agentic wallet, you've got an agent that can almost do anything for you, from research to generating an image through to swapping and bridging. So that upgrade is going live as we speak, and will be with people very, very soon. And I think it makes a big difference in UX. It makes the whole Warden experience much easier and simpler.
I already noticed. I mean, I'm checking the platform pretty much every day, so I already noticed, like the first thing you see now is, for example, you see your like big numbers, like your
Mm,
general overall like wallet balance, and then it has like distribution. Here's in your trading account, and here's in your main account, and on your Betflix, and
yeah,
everything just becoming more and more clear and simple. Yeah, I really love it. And I love new like redesigning as well. It looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, great job, and shout out to designers and people behind this. That's amazing.
yeah.
And so then I have just a couple of questions. Luis, for you, let's imagine scenario, since you know everything is possible. So for example, a wild one, if let's say OpenAI, Google, or Anthropic, I don't know, any of those, if they launched a direct Warden competitor like tomorrow, you know, with infinite resources, everything, what would be your advantage still, and would you keep building what you're building?
Absolutely. I think we will keep building what we are building. We have a competitive advantage. First, we are small teams dedicated and specialized in what we are doing. And I can give you an example like banks have been pushing to sell Bitcoin, etc., but still the majority of the trading and the users for the crypto market remains on exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So yes, these big companies can get into this territory. I don't
Hmm.
think so into the specific niche which we are, which is kind of agentic finance, and that includes like crypto and everything. We are moving in the Web3 space.
Hmm.
So I think the way that we move fast, we understand our landscape, our ecosystem, that would be very difficult for them because it's not something that you can learn pretty fast, how things work. Yes, you will know the basics, but you will not know how to achieve that probably angle of distribution,
Hmm.
messaging, narrative, be fast on adapting new things like prediction markets or the next hot dApp that gets out there that requires like users have or crypto users want to really use, right? Yes,
Hmm.
maybe for an average Joe to buy Bitcoin or whatever, that could be fine. But for the real hardcore users, specialized tools will always remain important.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Um, all right, all right. I know that both of you are really tight on time, especially now since again it's the middle of the week. I have a couple of questions, but again, if you're short, we can just keep it nice and sweet, and we can meet next Friday for a proper the inference. Maybe we'll even have a special guest
Okay,
next time.
cool. Sounds good. Sounds like a
That'd
plan.
be
So
cool.
let's plan a big one. Thank you so much again for joining. Thanks Josh, thanks Luis, thank you everyone who was watching or will watch. Let's make sure that we finish this week strong and then meet next one, and we'll have a plenty of updates to discuss. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you,
Let's
Thank
do
everyone.
it.
you.
Thanks,
Have a
Bye.
everyone.
great
See you
week.
later.
Bye.
Thanks.